is the section we've been concerned about. I'm in Yosemite, but this time I'm not alone. I got Nate with me.
Yeah.
Adventure awaits. We'll get back to you in a bit. So for the longest time, we've been discussing climbing Mount Lyell, tallest mountain in the park with a class 3 to 4 Crux. But I'm coming off of a series of injuries, and Nate, despite being a longtime athlete, doesn't have a lot of backcountry experience. So this could end up being a lesson in proper risk management. But we'll do what we can. Its neighbor, Mount McClure, is a less aggressive summit objective. And regardless, we're gonna have a nice 3 days backpacking in Yosemite. So can't be too mad about that one. So there's the first look at Mount Lyell. And there's a lot of snow up there, which is concerning. But we'll keep going, see how it is. So we're out in Lyell Canyon, 8 or 9 miles deep, and it's been relatively flat the entire way, which means a lot of climbing to go, and we'd rather get moving soon because we're getting swarmed by mosquitoes. But Nate, how are you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good. Being my first experience. Not too bad so far. I don't want to jinx it.
The climb out of the meadow was entirely a slog. We're starting to realize just how early in the season we are. Despite the relatively low snow levels this year, there's a lot of moving water, and it's cutting off sections of the trail, putting us off route. We're about where we need to be, and hopefully close to a campsite. We just need to find one away from all this water. Honestly, not great finding a campsite. A lot of moving water up here, but we found one that's decent. So it's later than we would have wanted. We'll set up camp, and it's dinner time and to bed for an early start. Nate, how are you feeling?
Exhausted. Absolutely exhausted.
It is so cold up here. We're cooking dinner from in the tent. A few more chores to do. But I'd say get to bed ASAP. Morning, 4 a.m. maybe. It's gonna be a rough one. This morning, pretty early. We're gonna get started pretty soon. Nate's putting some finishing touches on his bag. It's not nearly as cold as it was. We're not overly confident about what's above us, but we're gonna start moving and see how it goes for us. Sun's starting to come up, and there's a lot of snow up here at the headwaters of the Tuolumne River. We only brought micro spikes, so we're a little bit limited of our options to cross the snowfields. So we need to find sections that aren't overly steep. That's going to be the limiting factor here. With the sun up, the very firm snow is going to soften up, for better or for worse. Might actually be helpful for us since our micro spikes aren't really handling the steep, firm slopes. We're about to step foot on the once great Lyell Glacier, formerly the largest glacier in the park. It's since lost its glacial status and may be entirely gone before the end of the century, which is sad. But for us here, it marks the last major snow climbing section. So we've made it to the Lyell saddle, which is nice because it marks kind of the end of the snow ascent. From here we can make a summit bid on either mountain. Be a good place to rest for a second. And up Mount Lyell, priority number 1 right now involves navigating what we've been calling the shark's fin, which could go as high as class 4 depending on the route we find. So it looks like Lyell may have thwarted us. We followed a few leads, all that went to dead ends. Minimum high class 4, if not 5. So I don't know if we're just looking in the wrong spots. But yeah, we're gonna proceed down a little bit. There are talks of climbing Mount McClure, a tamer summit objective. But we're gonna get back down to the saddle and take a look. Nate and I came to an agreement that I was going to follow one more lead, and if it didn't go anywhere, we were going to abandon Mount McClure and just go back to camp. It did actually go somewhere. I made it to the top of the shark's fin, and Nate wanted to stay a little bit further down. It's not great practice to get separated from your partner. We are pretty much in viewing distance from each other. I think he would have been fairly uncomfortable with some of those climbing sections. I'm gonna get up and down from the summit as quickly as I possibly can and rejoin him before we start heading down to camp. So this is the summit of Mount Lyell. Didn't think I was gonna end up here, and I sure wish Nate was with me. But yeah, there's a lot to be said about knowing your limits. I think he's gonna be happy with the trip. I feel a little bit bad, but we're both adults. Man, what a trip. Not an easy one, but it's beautiful up here. Highest point in Yosemite. Standard rule is to never go up something that you're not comfortable going back down. And this was really pushing the boundaries here, but just gotta take it slow. All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good. Ready for this this hike back.
Awesome. Let's get out of here. So the way I found to go up seemed to be a little bit unintuitive based on the trip reports I've seen, because it seemed like instead of going left, we went right first and then across. We're back down to the saddle. It's only easier from here, but it is a long way. We had some breakfast. Now it's a long snow descent that we're hoping we can do relatively quickly. Yep. We sped up our descent a lot with a number of sweet glissades. It was a lot of fun. Nate loved it.
Oh yeah. We probably cut down, took us what, maybe an hour and a half to get up all that, and we just got down in 15-20 minutes.
So much faster.
Not bad.
But we're back in the flats. Camp soon. And we're back at camp. That was a rough one. Fortunately, the return was relatively fast. I think we'll spend a couple hours here. We're both very exhausted, very wet from the glissading. It's a good chance to eat, dry off, just chill out a bit. We're gonna try and cover a few more miles before setting up another campsite. We spent quite a lot of time here. It's just about everything you want in a campsite. hardly any people, no mosquitoes. It's beautiful, but we got to make some progress so we don't load up tomorrow too much. We're exhausted, but here's where the second wind comes along. This marks the spot where we're all done with snow crossings, all done with water crossings, which is a relief because we spent more time off trail than I think we originally expected. But it also means at least 11 miles to get back to the car, so it'll be a long slog through that, but it'll be quite a lot easier. Just about the last view of the Lyell up there. The next stop, a hopefully mosquito-free campsite. And we're up for the last day. It was a pretty good night. Definitely not mosquito-free, but there's not much better than you can expect. Just gotta pack up. 6.5 miles or so to go. And we're off. Minimal stops before the car. I think we're both just about ready to get out of here. Morale has been pretty high today, as it should be, after 27 miles of what has been quite the emotional roller coaster ride. But that is coming to a close now. I think we can be very happy about that. Very happy about a successful trip. Another one done. Nate, how are you feeling? Thoughts?
Feeling great. Never been so happy to see a parking lot in my life. And yeah, glad we did this trip.
You gonna come back out with me next year for another one?
We'll see. I do not know.
Good enough for me.
All right.
Wasn't entirely sure what to expect with Mount Lyell because trip reports are spotty and oftentimes don't have a lot of detail. But in order to even take a look at the route, it involves 13 miles, which then you have to reverse on the way out. And details matter when you're up there. I'm very happy I made it to the summit. There are a lot of good reasons to turn around, but getting lost is one that I think may have haunted me a little bit. Nate is also content with his decision. I know going from 0 to class 4 would be a lot, and I most definitely don't want to put him into a situation where he's uncomfortable. I think we have no reason to regret anything. The trip was excellent, and I'm glad we did it. Glad to be done, and I'm looking forward to taking a break now. So, until next time, signing off. Nate, say something funny so I can use for bloopers.
This hurts.
That's just true. That's not even hardly funny.